This live stream is sponsored by Voice Jungle, my go-to tool for professional voiceovers. Voice Jungle makes getting a professional voiceover incredibly easy. They have a straightforward ordering process, simple, affordable pricing, quick turnaround, and an extensive database of voice talent to choose from. My husband and I have been customers with Voice Jungle since 2014. This tool was one of the top reasons our video production company grew so fast, because we were able to leverage this software to elevate our commercial video content. Every order comes with a free revision and a money-back guarantee. Plus, you can get 2-hour rush delivery if you need it. If you are a podcaster, small business owner, marketing agency, or online educator, I would strongly suggest giving Voice Jungle a try. To learn more, visit lashondabrown.com/voicejungle today.
Good morning and happy Monday to you. Welcome to Bootstrap Biz Advice. My name is LaShonda Brown. I am a tech educator, YouTube coach, and speaker based in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Now, I am super grateful to Voice Jungle for sponsoring this live stream, and I want you to know there is a way for you to get a little discount when you give them a try. When you go to lashondabrown.com/voicejungle, it will redirect you to their website, and you can use the code LaShonda 15 to get $15 off your order. So if you go back into the depths of our portfolio or on Vimeo and you hear a voice that is not me, we purchased that voiceover through Voice Jungle. And when I was on a call with them, I realized that we have had our account with them for 10 years. They are just now launching an affiliate program, and I'm super excited to be included in that. And so this is kind of like the ground floor, if you will. So I would really appreciate it if y'all just click that link, go check it out, peruse. Even if you don't snag a voiceover, I want you to see what's available because it's great for podcasters. It's great for people who want to have a voice recorded for their phone tree. We've actually done some outsourcing for that. If you don't want to be the voice of the, press 1 for da-da-da-da, you can use Voice Jungle. So many applications for that, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that they were available and that you would support the channel through that. Now, if you are watching this live on YouTube, I want you to go ahead and give this video a like because you're going to like it. And this is going to help push the live stream in front of more people. Today, we are live streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So I'm excited to see a wide array of friends in the comments. And it made a lot of sense for me to include a giveaway. So if you go to lashondabrown.com/poll, you can let us know where you're tuning in from. And at the end of the broadcast, I'm going to give away a copy of The Go-Giver. So go to lashondabrown.com/poll at any point in this live stream to go ahead and let us know where you're tuning in from. And then I will spin the wheel at the very end. So without further ado, I would like to bring up a new friend of mine to talk about the power of giving. Hello, hello. How are you?
Hello, LaShonda. It is great to be with you.
It's so funny. I didn't warn you about half the stuff I'm going to do today. So I'm like, I can't wait to see his honest reaction to all of the bells and whistles because I'm in love with StreamYard and I love to add little flourishes. So I hope you're enjoying this show.
Well, thanks. And I loved hearing about your sponsor. I tried to subscribe, or I tried to do that when you said, and I wasn't able to multitask because it's not really a strength of mine. So at the end, I need to get or I need to have you email that to me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Link
Happy
so
to do it.
Sign up for that.
Happy to do it. Well, I'm going to start with this question because I noticed that there were 2 names on The Go-Giver. And so I want to know what inspired you to actually collaborate on that book.
Yeah, well, I had a book years ago called Endless Referrals, which was a how-to book on how entrepreneurs and salespeople who they knew they had a great product or service. They felt fantastic about it. They knew it brought wonderful value to people, but they didn't necessarily have the confidence or the comfort level in going into their communities and developing the kinds of relationships that would lead to people wanting to do business with them directly, and or refer them to others. So Endless Referrals was sort of it was that how-to guide. The premise was that all things being equal, people will do business with and refer business to those people they know, like, and trust. I've been saying that for 35, 40 years now, and I think the principle still holds true. But it was a how-to book, and I'd always loved reading parables because I think parables, which are stories, they connect on a much deeper, more heart-to-heart level with readers. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could take that basic premise, put it into a parable? But I'm not a parable writer. I'm not a fiction writer, which is by the very nature of the thing what a parable is. So I never really did anything with it, but I kept my eyes and ears open to when the opportunity uh, made itself available. So in the early 2000s, I was a contributing writer. I wrote a monthly column for a magazine, and a guy named John David Mann was the editor-in-chief. Well, John had a wonderful reputation as a storyteller, as a brilliant writer, and it turned out he was a great editor, and he was very wise and very humble and just a fantastic guy. So I thought, I want to write this with him, and I asked him if he would be the lead writer and storyteller of this parable. So we got together on it, and it really, he was the guy that made this happen. It wouldn't have been what it was without John. So it took us about 3 months to really write it. The tough part was getting it sold to a publishing house. We were turned down 24 different New York publishers before the 25th one, Portfolio, a division of an imprint of Penguin Random House, finally said yes, which was a great thing because they turned out to be a fantastic publishing partner.
So I was curious, did both of you voice the audiobook, or was it one of you?
No, John and I both did. And it's so funny too, because I'm kind of a how-to person, and John's more of that storyteller, and I think that's how it came across in the voicing too. I was more straightforward. John did a great job of acting out the parts. So we both totally on this thing. It was 100% both.
So I would love to know, what is the most common misconception that people have about what it means to be a go-giver? We're going to hop into that before we go into a couple of the laws in the book, because I think a lot of people don't quite understand the power of giving. So let's kick it off with that.
Yeah, LaShonda, I think what it really comes down to is they might hear the term go giver, and because as human beings, all of us, we tend to make decisions based on very limited information. So when they hear a term like the go giver, they think it's about just giving yourself away, right? Not really selling your products and services, just giving it away, and or not making a profit, or having to, you can never say no. You've got to be at everybody's. In other words, some kind of self-sacrificial, and that's not what it's about at all. A go-giver is simply someone who understands that shifting their focus, and this is really the key. This is where it begins. Shifting your focus from getting to giving. Now, when we say giving in this context, we simply mean constantly and consistently providing immense value to others, understanding that doing so is not only a more fulfilling way of conducting business, it's actually the most financially profitable way as well. And not for any kind of way out there, woo-woo, magical, mystical type of reasons. Not at all. It's very logical. It's very rational. When you're that person who can move your focus off of yourself and instead place it on serving others, discovering what they need, what they want, what they desire, helping them to solve and overcome their problems and challenges, helping move them closer to happiness. When you do that, people feel great about you, right? They want to get to know you. They like you. They trust you. They want to be in a relationship with you. They want to do business with you. They want to tell others about you. They want to be your personal walking ambassador. So, the biggest misconception about being a go-giver is that there's something self-sacrificial about it, or doormatty about it, or martyrish about it. And that's not the case at all.
I completely agree, because people think I'm nuts half the time. I said from the very beginning, if I want to be known for one thing at Bootstrap Biz Advice, it is my reckless generosity. I want people to think I'm insane for giving away the level of value that I do, because I understand, like, I'm good. And when I lead with service before selling, it's actually easier to do. So
Absolutely.
it's easier to do, it's more fun. And so that's just what I do. And I hadn't read your book when I thought of that. And then your book just reinforced everything.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you for that. Now, you have 5 laws in the book. We don't have time to get into all the laws, but I did pull out 2 that I thought were really helpful for this conversation. So the law of value says, how much more you give others in value than you receive in payment defines your worth. And so, guys, I want you to actually get the book. Okay. So do not cheap out on me. Go get the book. But I'm going to give you a preview by letting Bob give you 2 of the 5 laws. So, Bob, can you explain this law to the
Yeah, that's a really good one to begin with, LaShonda, because again, that one even sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? Give more in value than you receive in payment. Well, again, I mean, isn't that a recipe for bankruptcy? So we have to understand the difference between price and value, right? See, price is a dollar figure. It's a dollar amount. It's finite. It is what it is. Value, on the other hand, is the relative worth or desirability of a thing, of something, to the end user or beholder. In other words, what is it about this thing, this product, service, concept, idea, what have you, that brings so much worth or value to another person that they will willingly exchange their money for it and be glad they did, while you make a very healthy profit? May I give you an example that I think will kind of paint the picture?
Oh, definitely. Definitely give me an example.
So let's say you hire an accountant to do your taxes,
Mhm.
and she charges you, we're going to name a round figure, $1,000. That's her fee, literally her price, $1,000. But what value does she give you in exchange for this? Well, first, through her hard work, her experience, her desire to get to know you and your business, what you're looking to accomplish, she's able to save you $5,000 in taxes. She saves you countless hours of time, freeing you up to do what you do best. And she provides you and your family with the security and the peace of mind of knowing it was done correctly. So what she did is she gave you well over $5,000 in value in exchange for $1,000 fee or price. She gave you more in value than she received in payment. So you feel great about it. And she also made a very healthy profit, because to her, it was worth it to exchange her time and her energy and her knowledge for this $1,000 fee. In fact, in any free market-based exchange, and when I say free market, I simply mean no one is forced to do business with anyone else. In any market-based exchange, there should always be 2 profits: the buyer profits and the seller profits, because each of them come away better off afterwards than they were beforehand. But the key is this: it happened not because your accountant was focused on the fee she was receiving. No, that was not her focus. Her focus was on the immense value she was providing. Her fee was simply the result. This is why John David Mann and I say that money is simply an echo of value. It's the thunder, if you will, to value's lightning, which means nothing more than understanding the value must come first. That's got to be your focus. The value comes first. The money you receive is a natural result of the value you've provided.
That's so good. You've clearly done this before.
Thank you. Well, I love
It's like,
explaining.
man, there's so many sound bites from this. I'm just like, oh, That's a reel. Ooh, that's a LinkedIn post. So
Uh,
good. You're so
Thank
good at
you.
this. Here's the second law. I hope you know it. It's in your book. The
Okay.
law of compensation says your income depends on how many people you serve and how well you serve them.
Yeah.
So let's take that one.
Okay. So where the law of value says to give more in value than you take in payment, law number two tells us the more people whose lives we touch with the exceptional value we're providing, the more money with which we'll be rewarded. You might recall in the story when Nicole, the one of the mentors, explained to Joe, the protege, that the law of value represents your potential income. But the law of compensation represents your actual income. Why? Because now we're talking about how many lives you impact with that value. And that's key. And for example, let's take your accountant who did such a great job, right, of giving you more in value than she received in payment while also making a very healthy profit. You probably are very grateful for her. You would do business with her again, and you would most likely tell others about her, refer her to others. Well, her other clients feel the same way. So our accountant is very quickly amassing what we call that army of personal walking ambassadors. And as she continues to add that kind of exceptional value to the lives of more and more people, her income will continue to grow and grow.
And I think what we're seeing too online is that people are formalizing this in the form of third-party affiliate programs. So
Sure.
the first year that I decided to be a full-time YouTuber, I actually didn't sell anything. I just focused on service, and
Mhm.
I actually promoted other tech companies through their affiliate links. And I was able to completely replace my web design income
Wow.
just
Good
with
for you.
affiliate marketing. And so that just proved the point that what you're saying, that when you deliver value, you don't even need to sell your own thing.
That's
So
true.
now that I'm going to be releasing my app in June, one of the things that I definitely want to make sure is included is an affiliate marketing program.
Good
So
for
all
you.
of the members I already have that are
Mhm.
walking ambassadors for the brand will now be compensated for them sharing about what I'm doing.
Awesome.
So from a tech perspective, that's what that looks like. You need to look up, different affiliate programs. There are third-party ones. I'll probably do a video about that in the future, guys. But like, that's what it practically looks like in 2024 is saying, okay, if I deliver value to my customers and they share about me with people that they know and like and trust, I
Mhm.
can also formalize commission or a kickback to them through affiliate marketing. And so that incentivizes people for sharing, but it also makes sure that it's a symbiotic relationship. So just to get that little tip, I want to put that out there that you can leverage technology to execute giving back to those who've given to you. So why do you think giving is so essential in business? Because I think so many people have this perspective of like, I got to get ahead. I got to scrounge every cent. I got to shake every dollar out of people. Why do you think they should take that giving perspective instead?
Great question, and the reason why is we're gonna go again with logic right here, okay? And that's this. And I used to say this whenever I spoke at major sales conferences. It was the first thing I'd say. Nobody is going to buy from you because you have a quota to meet. Okay. No one's going to buy from you because you need the money or because you want the sale. People are going to buy from you because they believe that they will be better off by doing so than by not doing so. So, who do they believe they're going to be better off working with? Someone who it's obvious that all they're trying to do is extract their money from them, or someone who they can tell truly has their well being at heart, their best interest at heart. And so that's the thing. It's not that you shouldn't want to make money. Making money is a great thing, it's a wonderful thing. It's that if your focus is on the money, that means your focus is on yourself, not on them, right? They're not buying from you because you need the money. Place your focus on bringing immense value to them. That doesn't mean you deny your own self-interest, but it does mean that you temporarily suspend your self-interest. You place your self-interest to the side, and when you have your sales conversation with your prospective customer or client, you make it 100% about them. because that's who they care about. And to the degree that you do that, that's the degree that you've earned their trust and respect. And that's the degree that they are going to feel comfortable doing business with you.
I just feel like we have given people a masterclass in giving in 20 minutes. And so, guys, you're going to want to watch this replay, to go back, take notes. Like, this is not, like you said, Bob, it's not woo-woo.
Right.
This is logical. This is what's working, you know? And so if you are looking at your numbers from Q1 and you're like, oh my goodness, I did not hit the target. Like I'm struggling. The thing you need to focus on is actually not the money. It's on, how can I serve more? How can I serve well?
Right.
How can I serve more? That is how things actually work out in the end. So again, we're going to do a poll when I pop Bob off of here. And one of you will win a copy of The Go-Giver. So go ahead and get things set up. If you've been watching this on your cell phone, you can hop over to your computer and do this. LaShondaBrown.com/poll. We're going to use the tool Aha Slides to do live polling. So some of you I can see have already started participating. So thank you for that. And we have a few, maybe 5 minutes for questions. So before I hop into the questions, I want to make sure that we let you know how you can stay in contact with Bob. We'll do 3 questions and then do the poll. So Bob, can you talk to us about BurgDailyImpact.com?
Yeah, well, this is an e-zine, not an e-zine, an email. It's a fairly brief email I send out every morning. Comes out at 5 o'clock, no matter where you are, so that when you get up and feel like looking at it, you can have it with your morning coffee or tea. And it's just a good way to start your day. There's something either on sales or leadership or success or communication skills. And what we also find is a lot of people will take that and share it at their team meeting with people. Some people use some of those for family meetings to discuss with the kids as well.
Such a good idea. So guys, definitely go ahead and hop on in on that email because that's going to be super impactful for you. We're going to do 3 questions and then I'm going to turn on some lo-fi jams and we're going to do the poll live. So it'll give me a chance to switch screens and operate all this because I'm the one behind the scenes clicking all this stuff. Yeah, Bob, if you want to stay and watch this, I'm telling you, this tool is amazing. I have posted about it so many times now that they want to formalize a partnership, but I am addicted to this thing. Like, to be able to participate in something live is so much more fun than normal Zoom calls. So if you have a minute, after we do the 3 questions, then feel free to take a little peek. If not, you can watch this part in a replay. But let me see questions here. Someone said The Go-Giver is the absolute best sales book I have ever read. In a world of sales trickery, it is such a blessing to have a book that flips all of that on its head. My heart is pounding with gratitude right now. Thank you. Wow. When I tell you my audience is phenomenal, they pour in. So I hope you take that with you the rest of this week. I am. Thank you. What you're doing matters and it's impacting a lot of lives. So thank you so much. I'm not sure who said that. It's from LinkedIn. So let us know in the comments. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for that. Shelby has a question here. Shelby is a member of Bootstrap Creators, my membership. And Shelby's question is, how do you feel about freebies to get email addresses? I think that's a great question. Hi, Shelby. It is a great question. And no, that's fine. That's an attractor. And so when you're giving them value, and they're giving you their email address, wow, talk about a win for everybody involved. And that's how you get to, the beginning of starting to create that know, like, and trust relationship. That's wonderful. Keep up the great work. Look at you being such an encouragement. Let's see here. It always comes back to you. Generosity has changed my business. Thank you, Dennis, for pulling this one out. No one buys from you because you have a quota to meet. Thank you. That's probably going to be a prompt for a post this week, Bob. So I'll give you a shout out. But that was like, when you said that, I was like, you're right about it. So good. So powerful. I listened to Go-Giver on Audible. Need to listen again. Yes. Wow. I'm not going to lie. I totally listened again right before this because I'm like, if Bob asked me about this book it better be top of mind. So the audiobook is great.
Thank
And you
you,
can hear from
Eileen.
both of them.
I don't know if that's
Let's
Eileen or Ilian. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but thank you so much.
Yes, definitely go check out the audiobook. Brian said we also have your marriage book.
So
So let's talk about that.
yeah, so Brian, thank you. Actually, so that's not my book. After our 4-book series, John's and mine, John and his lovely wife Anna Gabrielle Mann, they wrote a book called The Go-Giver Marriage, and it was part parable and part how-to. And Anna, John David Mann's wife, that is her background. So they did an absolutely magnificent job. Of course, John with his storytelling and, oh my gosh, his wonderful writing, and Anna with her sage advice. It's magnificent. So thank you. I can't take credit for, by the way, they were nice enough to ask me if I wanted to be a tri-author. It wouldn't be a co-author, tri-author. But it was really their book. And that was one that they were meant to write together. So thank you though, Brian. And I'm so glad you're enjoying their book.
So sweet. So yes, make that a post for sure. I definitely will. So what we're going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn on the jams, and then we're going to do the giveaway because I want Bob to see how this tool works. And then we're going to land the plane right after that. So thank you again to Voice Jungle for sponsoring this conversation. I hope it encourages more authors to come on the channel because these are like my favorite. So what we're going to do here, let me look at our selection, turn the volume down because we don't need to blast this music. So let's see here. Urban legend sounds fun. So we'll start that up and we'll share our screen. And I see some of you have already started participating, so thank you for that. All right, so we had people here from Arizona, from Philadelphia, from Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, Nevada, and Barbados. Barbados makes us international, so I love that for us.
Beautiful.
All right, so I would love to know how you found out about the live stream. And remember, you can go to lashondabrown.com/poll to get to this easier. So email lists, LinkedIn, more email lists, YouTube, okay? Shelby is here from Canada. All right, so if you have not participated in the poll yet, you can go ahead and hop on in. We will spin the wheel and choose a winner for the book giveaway. And then I will send Bob on his way. Thank you guys so much for showing him how to use AHA Slides. I think this thing is so freaking fun.
It is, isn't it?
It's just a blast. All right, so I will give one more second for folks to slide on in. Okay, yes, it is tough when you're watching on the phone. Yeah, I wish, like, I almost wish like everyone would watch me with two devices because like that's the downside. It's harder to do both on your phone. All right, so what we'll do here is we will do a quick drum roll. And the winner is... And I know Camille. Camille is a fellow author. So, Camille, I will make sure you get that. Thank you so much for participating in the live poll. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to send Bob out, and then I will hit up those few questions that you dropped into the poll before we end. So I'm going to go ahead and play that Voice Jungle ad. And if you stick with me, I will answer those questions that you have. But thank you again, Bob, for being here.
Oh, thank you, LaShonda. You're awesome. And thank you, everybody, for taking time to join in. You are delightful, and just appreciate this so much.
This live stream is sponsored by Voice Jungle, my go-to tool for professional voiceovers. Voice Jungle makes getting a professional voiceover incredibly easy. They have a straightforward ordering process, simple, affordable pricing, quick turnaround, and an extensive database of voice talent to choose from. My husband and I have been customers with Voice Jungle since 2014. This tool was one of the top reasons our video production company grew so fast because we were able to leverage this software to elevate our commercial video content. Every order comes with a free revision and a money-back guarantee. Plus, you can get 2-hour rush delivery if you need it. If you are a podcaster, small business owner, marketing agency, or online educator, I would strongly suggest giving Voice Jungle a try. To learn more, visit lashondabrown.com/Voice Jungle today.
And we're back. Thank you guys so much. That was crazy. He's so smart. Oh my, oh my. Shout out to Gary Campbell for always talking about Bob and for putting him on my radar. Guys, it was because of LinkedIn that happened. And he said, you can get 30 minutes. And I stuck to that. It is 10:31. So thank you, Bob. You'll see this maybe in the replay. But super grateful for you. What a crazy feeling to like read someone's book and get to have a 30-minute conversation. So guys, let this be an inspiration to you. Shoot your shot. You never know who will say yes. So I'm going to answer these 4 questions. If you have more about giving, you can drop them in the chat. I'm here until 11. So I'm putting it out there. So we will go ahead and do these questions. I do actually, you know what, real quick. A little housekeeping. You can use the code live on YouTube at shoplashondabrown.com to snag your ticket to our Scale Your Business with Paid Speaking Engagements workshop that is taking place on the 25th with Jess Ekstrom. Jess Ekstrom is a Forbes top rated speaker. She's a 2-time best-selling author. She's the founder of Mic Drop Workshop. She's my friend in North Carolina. So we're going to go in. We want to get you guys paid to speak, and you will want to be in the room. So if you have not gotten your ticket for this, go ahead over to shoplashondabrown.com. You can use the code live on YouTube to get 15% off. Again, if you haven't liked this video, make sure you like it because it was great. I will go back after this live stream is over and add those time codes to make it easier to find the sections. But I would encourage you, watch this replay because woof, Bob went in. That was such great advice. So yeah, so let's hop into these questions and then I'll hop into the comments to see if there are any more before I land this plane. Okay, how do we know what a good budget is for gifting others? So when it comes to gifting, I have some different perspectives on this. Right now, I am doing a wide array of gifting. So we'll start, I actually have it on my desk right now. So we'll start with this. my workshops are $10. I have people who are members of my membership as star students, which is $10 a month. So when I do my workshops, my paid workshops, I give away a copy of a book. So this month it makes sense to give away a copy of Jess's book, Chasing the Bright Side, because, well, obviously she's teaching it, so I want to invest in her. So this is the giveaway that I do. I personally buy the copy of the book locally, write a note, and send it in the physical mail. I don't buy it directly from Amazon. Amazon gets a whole lot of my money, so they don't need any more. And I would like to support a locally owned bookstore. So that's what I do. I buy the book locally, write a note so it's personal, put that in the mail. So that's for my $10 workshops. So I don't go all out for those because people are only paying $10. So I don't want to go crazy. We use AHA Slides to do that giveaway. And so that's what they get. Now, my Bootstrap creators are paying $50 a month for being a member of my YouTube coaching program. And so I give away a Visa gift card for $50 every month to one of the creators. So essentially somebody gets their membership money back in the form of a gift card. Same thing, write a note, put the gift card in there, send it in the mail. So both of these you can send a book media mail. So it's pretty inexpensive, less than $5 to ship. This, you can just put a stamp on it and it'll fit in a normal card. You'll be fine. So that's what I do for that. And I really like that. I've tried different things with my community, but those tend to resonate. A book that I'm reading and a Visa gift card. Now, when it comes to my brand partners though, your girl is bougie. Okay. I actually send, and I can actually pull up an example from my LinkedIn. I send a personalized gift box to my brand partners. Because them folks are the ones that paid the bills. So I think it'll let me do this while I'm pushing it out to LinkedIn. I can show you all an example of a couple that I did. So, also, if someone does like an executive producer YouTube coaching package with me, I'll do this. And that's because like they are making a huge investment in my brand to do that. So could show you what that looks like. So this is a bigger version of it. So this was a personalized gift box that got sent out to an executive producing coaching client. That's $1,500 for a 3-hour intensive with me. So yeah, for sure, they're getting a gift box. And then this was one that I sent out. Actually, this is so funny. Chris at Voice Jungle is getting this box. He didn't know that, and now he will. So Chris, this is coming to you in the mail from Virginia. So I have these made in Virginia through a company called Dare Gift Boxes. And so Dare and I go back and forth. We talk about who the client is, what I know about them, what makes sense. And then they curate the box. They put a custom Bootstrap Biz Device overlay in it. I handwrite a card, put that in the mail and send it to Dare. Dare includes the handwritten card in the curated gift box and does the shipping for me. So I say all that to say different levels of giving based on the investment that people make in me. And I think that's a good approach for that, because what you don't want to do is to give so much that it's not lining up with what you got in return. Not that it's like a tit for tat situation, but a lot of the people that I partner with don't know they're getting this stuff. So they're not expecting a gift box if they become a brand partner. So it's a way to surprise and delight. And I had someone say to me once, and I think I heard it on a podcast as well, the best type of business is repeat business. And so many people are looking to just make $1 that they're not thinking about getting more dollars out of the same people. And so loving on your brand partners, loving on your members and things like that is going to be the fastest way to grow your business than just constantly selling and launching things. So I hope that was helpful. The next question is, what is the simplest thing I can implement today that doesn't cost money? Great question. A great thing that you can do for people in your orbit, whether they're clients or not, is to engage with their content on social. We are seeing so many people utilize content marketing to market their businesses, and many of the platforms are not pushing out content. They want people to pay for ads. They want people to post more often. And so they're throttling your reach. And so a great way for you to support somebody for free is to simply go like their content and comment thoughtfully. It'll take a couple minutes, but it goes a long way. And it also puts you on their radar. So one of the things that I will do, especially for my members, is I will go on their YouTube channel logged in as Bootstrap Biz Advice, and I will comment on their content. Now, are they expecting me as their YouTube coach to comment on their videos? No. But I know when they go to their content that they labored over and they see my name in the comments, it's an encouragement to keep going, and it's free. So I would encourage you, whether it's people who are your friends, people who are your clients, go and find them somewhere on social, because many of them will be there, and engage with their content and just comment thoughtfully. So not just like a double tap, because they may not notice that you like the post. Give a thoughtful comment, start a conversation in the comments. That's especially helpful on LinkedIn, and that really goes a long way. All right. Any tips for incorporating these concepts when starting a business? Yes. So when I started our first business in 2011, your girl ain't had no shmoney. I was a bootstrapper. That's part of why the channel's named this. And so I knew I could not afford to be doing no custom gift boxes. So one of the things that I would do is I would physically go and support my clients, whether they're ribbon cutting or a fundraiser, or, donate to their golf tournaments, what have you. Like, you do something small. I have a little budget in our household that's $25 if somebody springs something on me. So if you're growing a mustache for the children, if you are running for somebody's cause, if you are selling popcorn, like, my cap is $25 for people rolling up on me. And I think $25 is reasonable. You could say 20, you could say 10, but it's helpful for you to have some type of budget for what can I conceivably give back when I wasn't expecting to be giving, so that it's less about you clutching your pearls when people ask for money, and you could say, hey, no, I can't sponsor your golf tournament, but I'd be happy to just donate $10 to your cause. People are going to take what they can get, right? And they're going to be appreciative of how you're supporting their cause. So my personal budget is 25. And so, again, if somebody rolls up on me, they're raising money for something, that's typically what I will give. Another thing that I do is I attend the farmers market where I live regularly and support those small businesses. And I specifically go to the ATM and get cash so that they don't have to pay the credit card processing fees when I pay for their goods. And then I re-gift what I buy to people that I meet, and do like custom like gift boxes based on things I bought at the farmers market. So very rarely do I keep that stuff. So like, I have like a whole bag right here of stuff that we won't go through all of this, but I have like, I got all these bags from Saturday, and I don't need all these items. Oop, my thing's coming out. I don't need all these items, but at the end of the day, it's super helpful to support people. So I got like this cool little Virginia thing. I got some candles from, this is Whole Heart Candle Co., Sharp Top Sunrise. So that's local too. So yeah, you get the point. So I prefer to make things easier for small businesses when I support them. And so most people are not going to be mad at you for giving them cash, because they don't want to have to pay the processing fees. So yeah, I hope that helps. All right. Do we have any other questions? Yes, creating a small budget sounds great. You can always grow your budget. But I think what's super important is that you have a budget established before you leave the house, so that you don't feel pressured to do more than what your budget allows. Thoughtful comments are huge on LinkedIn. And yes, love thank you cards, pretty low price, and it means so much when I get one. So just putting that out there, it makes a big difference. So yes, you can send an email. Actually sending a card is super helpful. What I will do as well is I will link to my video about my Happy Mail station, which is what you see behind me. This stuff is my actual office. And I kind of take you through all of the drawers and show you the types of things that I purchase and give away. to people that I connect with. So I won't get into all the details with that here, but I will link that on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, then I would encourage you to check the description. All right, my friends. Well, I think this was awesome. I will go ahead and make this ask. If you have authors in your orbit who you think would like to come on and talk about the subject matter in their book, I would love to have more of these author conversations. So let a sister know. If you yourself are an author, we could do an author roundtable. That could be fun. So just let me know. I absolutely love live streaming, but I don't absolutely love being the one talking all the time. So let me know, putting that out there. So as we like to say on the channel, until next time, ta-ta for now.